but your mentality, like we were chatting on like back during like when I was locked up in school, I was chatting with you on WeChat, and you said like,
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember this, but like there was a specific message, we were chatting about like, oh, how COVID, how, depressed people were, and then you said you were just happy with like cakes and chips,
Right.
which I really like that mentality, I suppose.
Yeah.
So you were, I feel I could sort of feel like relatively positive you were, or were you? Like how?
Yeah, I think I'm relatively
So,
positive because I had lockdown like 2 years ago. So it was not a
right.
new thing for me. Like I have got accustomed to that. But still, we it was hard to get some food and to get some materials in Shanghai at that time because the stores were all closed down. So it was difficult. But still we get to like study online, and the progress was like just went like normal. So I still think that like everything was going smoothly. But during that time when you can't get around with like interacting with people face to face, I think only like some small happiness can really like make you happy, right? Because like some like small details in life can actually make you happy. I don't know if you know that feeling.
Yeah, I
Right.
absolutely resonate with that. Caroline has talked about that. I asked Stacy about that. It's
Yeah,
like,
I remember Caroline talking about making coffee, right? I
yeah,
think
yeah,
it's
yeah.
also like some small like moments in time can actually affect you a lot during that period of time. Yeah.
So I suppose it's like adding calories, right? Is like everyone's
Yeah,
favorite hobbies. Everyone's
yeah,
favorite hobby.
definitely.
Right. Again, like finding the little things.
Yeah,
Yeah,
finding little
everything.
things are definitely very, very like fulfilling in that period.
Hmm. And like sort of finding the little things as well as realizing how, I guess, relatively lucky we are. Fudan posted that article about like how, many people, workers, everybody is like, sort of sacrificing during that
Right,
period, like just delivering food inside the school and like guaranteeing like the food supply and everything. So
right,
like
right.
that made us feel like, oh, like actually we're already very fortunate. Like why are we, there shouldn't be anything. We have
Yeah,
like,
yeah. I think the school really take care of us, right? And I have like classmates who stayed in dormitory, and
mhm.
although they can't, it wasn't easy to get around. They need to stay like for a long time. I still think the school like had some policies that they can come out for some time every day, and they get to have some extra food, right?
Mhm.
So um, I was I actually wanted to stay in school like sometime after because I think it's really good to stay with my classmates and to overcome that time because I think they build a stronger friendship and a relationship because of that period, right? You really get to connect with people during a really hard time.
Yeah, you either crack or you build a stronger relationship, I would say.
Right, right, right. Yeah,
Yeah. Suppose it's the same with like mentality wise. Like you either crack or
right.
you survive and you become a
Like what doesn't
stronger
kill you
person.
makes you stronger,
Yeah,
right? It either
definitely.
kills you or it makes you stronger.
Yep, it definitely does. Um, how about right, earlier you talked about your, I guess, sort of your future plans a bit. We
Mhm.
touched on it a
A
bit
bit.
in terms of like, probably going for post-grad and stuff. But then like you're very young. I guess in your remaining years in Fudan, do you have sort of bucket list, any sort of bucket list you want to, things you have to do?
Yeah, like I think my first term in Fudan was pretty fulfilling and I enjoyed a lot because I joined student union and also I went to some clubs and also I had some very interesting courses. So I want to like continue to because I think like Fudan offers many like liberal courses. I really wanted to study more about was more like better, like some very good like professors, because there are many good professors in Fudan. They taught us something that is beyond some knowledge, because like they're like very charming persons, right? So I definitely want to learn more with those professors, and I really want to get to know more of my peers, and because there are so many like people who are really good at different good in different aspects. They're either very good studiers, like they study a lot and they achieve like the best grade. And there are also some students who have different talents. They might be good at singing, or they might be good at organizing. So I definitely want to learn more about those people. I think it's really enjoyable to like get to meet different people, right? I think you definitely have that feeling as well. And for me, I actually don't have a very clear plan about my future career or my future study, but still, I think I wanted to like join some exchange program maybe, because I still want to like experience the education in different places, no matter in Spain or in Britain or in US or in Hong Kong maybe. Yeah, I still think it's very important for us at like a relatively young age to experience different culture, right?
So talking about talking about like your activity, I guess, like student union, that's how many, like, are there any other, or
like because I joined the student union in my school, and also in like our department, to call it, our institute, right? Yeah, we have a student union in our institute, like, and English I also joined that English department, right?
Right. So it's like the school student union and the department student union, both of them.
Yeah.
How many activities do you have to organize? Like,
because I didn't join, like, because there's a department in student union that organize the singing competition. I don't know if you know it. It's like 十大歌手, right? So it's definitely very busy in that department, but I didn't join that department actually. I joined another one. It's called 组织建设部, right? So it's more about like some daily routines, and like you need to collect some data from the students, and also you need to recruit new members to the student union and things like that. So it's more like a human resource jobs, right? So, but I still get to meet different people, and to enhance my ability as well in that department. Yeah, I still think I learned a lot in student union, right?
I never joined like student unions during my secondary school days or my college days now, but I don't know if I'm gonna offend any people here. Maybe I'm not gonna put this segment out. Seems to me the activities, like the clubs or people in charge of like clubs, which people in charge are like the students in charge of clubs of the student unions. I feel like I don't know if I could say this, but like I feel like at least in Fudan they're more serious, you know. People,
I know what you mean.
I feel like the activities they come out with are more meaningful in a way. Which meaningful is like this definitely involves value judgment, because for some people meaningful would be like drinking beer and having fun. It's like all the time is meaningful. For me, that might be different. And I feel like students in Fudan, like be it with like the 团艺, like that comes out with the graduation, like their productions, I feel like are really like high quality, and like I guess in student unions, I suppose like it's a much tougher job, and than us in Hong Kong. At least in my school, I don't really know what the student union does. So that's why I never like in my department student union, I never submitted that like application fee for them. Like you get some member benefits or something like that, but I never handed them that fee because I don't know what they do with that money anyway. So it's never.
Oh, you actually need to pay some money for that?
You pay some money and you get some benefits.
Oh, really?
Like you buy stuff and you get like a discount.
I think the mechanism is different in our school because it's completely voluntary, right? It's you go there to be a volunteer. You get to organize and you get to plan. But I think for like the school student union, it's less flexible because like you need to, it's school scale. You definitely need to be more serious in the activities that you organize. But for the English department, I think there are more flexibility because we also arrange some like anonymous emails. You can like send some songs and the messages that you want to send to people in our department. So I think we can like manage to arrange more flexible activities in a relatively smaller scale. But I think for the like school student union, for me, I think it's an experience to know people in different majors. It's really fun to know people in different majors because in the English department, there's also a relatively limited amount of people, and also these are really similar people to me because they all go to foreign language schools in high school, so they have like pretty similar characteristics. So I really wanted to know like people who go to different high schools who learn math and who learn like different subjects. They definitely bring along different perspectives, right? So I think that's the point why I joined student union. It's not actually to achieve something or to get some benefits. I think it's definitely just to get to know more people and to enhance my abilities in different aspects. Because back in my high school, I was actually like the psychology club leader, but it was completely purely out of my interest because I was fond of psychology. But I found out like what I achieved most was to get hold of like the club to organize the activities. Also, I've learned the WeChat like 秀米. Like I learned to like arrange the content in like WeChat accounts. So I think these are some extra benefit I get from doing these jobs. Like I really get to learn some new skills, and these are like something that I didn't expect it. I think they're really meaningful.
What was that term called again? 秀米.
秀米, yeah, it's the app, it's a website that you use to like to 排版微信公众号.
I get it.
Yeah.
I need to make a compilation of every Chinese vocabulary item I learned from friends at Fudan.
Yeah.
I was gonna do that. I screen captured like every time. I was like, what does this word mean? So
really
there are pictures, screenshots of like me asking you about what was that word again? I don't really remember, but like I might have to look for it. I'll look for it later. But basically I have some photos of that, but I never posted them.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really don't know how to say it in English.
Sometimes there are just no replacements.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like that this like sort of, I would call it advice. This mentality I've heard from like other people. Like in another video, I've got this secondary school senior who went to Oxford, and he was talking about the exact same thing you're talking about. Like, you should like go out to meet people from different, who are not in your majors.
Right.
Because like, especially in startup, you need to like work with different people. But I mean, even if you're not doing startups, just like to grow, like it's really important, I guess, to reach out to like
reach out to different people. Yeah, you're all very talented people
in different ways.
Yeah, definitely.
Hey homies, I hope you enjoyed this clip. If you did, here's a full playlist of sharings from other top-notch people I've met. Like, comment, subscribe, 一键3连, and I will see you in the next one. Alright guys, peace.